who had real things going on, and that he wanted to follow that path. And so it was just they would never have the opportunity to do what they wanted to do with it. But overall, I mean, I definitely think DC, I think they have better villains. I think they have great heroes. I just think Marvel Cinematic Universe changed the game for Marvel to put them in a stratosphere right now that
and the casting.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, the Thor Ragnarok is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like they just
really.
Oh my god!
I think for me, it's gonna be Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi?
I haven't seen that one.
I don't know what Shang-Chi is.
Shang-Chi.
I'm
Yeah,
you're not saying it right.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just finished watching it.
I told you.
Now there's on Disney
good,
Plus. It ultimately became my favorite movie. I used to love Ragnarok, and I still do. And I love all the Iron Man movies except for the third part. But I love the 1 and 2 was really interesting. But when
Shang-Chi's good, but I don't. The problem is it's a first, right? So there's not enough going on yet for me to be able to be like, oh, that's the best one, right? It's not there enough.
For me, I grew up watching as a kid. My uncle used to take me downtown Boston and Chinatown, and we used to watch kung fu movies. And that movie, did a great job because Iron Fist, I think it was Iron Fist, on Netflix. That ruined. I was like, I hated it. I loved the storyline, but I hated the choreography, like fighting choreography. I was like, whoa, this movie's whack. This show is whack. But the only thing that got me was the actual story for me was good. That got me to watch the whole thing, but I never watched a second season if there was a second season. But I can see the punches coming. I can see the choreography was just horrible. They didn't put no money into it. But then when I watched this movie, I was like, holy shit. I was saying the guy who directed this movie and the choreography behind the kung fu and all that, all the fighting styles, should have been the same person that did Avatar. Like this guy, no, I'm saying this guy should have done Avatar.
No, Avatar's a completely different movie.
On a side track,
did
y'all play Injustice, the video game?
No.
Yes. I played it.
Yeah.
But
I played it. What happened?
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's when I was like in between both like either DC or Marvel. When I started playing Injustice, I was like, oh shit, they actually got more superheroes than I thought. But I still went to Marvel.
Yeah,
but the thing with the movie,
that's a story within the story. That's a different story.
Real quick, Phoenix, before you go, just to finish what Mazai was saying, I will say the fight scenes and the choreograph and everything they did in Shang-Chi was fucking amazing. That bus scene.
Choreography, what did you say?
Shut up. The bus scene was dope as hell. The fight on the side of the building, dude, epic. Like they did an amazing...
fight when his father meets his mother, that fight scene was pretty badass.
Well, that's like old school kung fu there. Yeah. That's not like, but the other stuff is just, they did a really, really good job at it.
Aquafina killed me. I love her. She did
a great job in that movie.
Oh, she's great in it. Yeah. She's absolutely hilarious. And the fact that they brought some characters back, that made it good too.
Yeah. Okay. So to kind of jump on this, your favorite, let's go with Marvel. Your favorite Marvel movie and your least favorite Marvel movie. I'll start. Me personally.
Go ahead.
Standalone. Honestly, I personally enjoyed Black Panther. I could watch Black Panther over and over. I thought it was a great movie. I don't really look forward to them making another one. I feel like it was fine as it is. Don't add to it, but I'm sure it's gonna go that way.
They have to because of the storyline they're trying to build. That's the problem. There's rumors that that's where they're gonna bring Neymar into the world. Like they're
Neymar, the soccer player. Well, the kickball player.
I can't stand him. The fucking king of Atlantis, motherfucker.
Oh, but I don't know. I don't know deep into the story like that. Remember, I don't read the comic books.
There was also rumors that's where they could introduce Storm because Storm is supposed to be a part of a
I'll be badass.
Of a neighboring country.
Aren't they married?
I don't know.
T'Challa, I thought T'Challa and Storm were married.
They might have, but obviously they can't directly go that direction now. But there's supposed to be a conflict between the two, or something that Storm has a lot to do with Wakanda and stuff like that too.
Okay,
I didn't know that. That's actually interesting.
Black Panther, my favorite. My least favorite, honestly, I definitely have to say Iron Man 3. I just felt like it dropped the ball
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah,
I get it. He was going through a lot of PTSD vibes, but I was like, that's not the Tony I want to see. I want to see the Tony partying in his suit and pissing on himself.
The part one and part two,
Hey.
Tony.
Nah,
Yeah.
it wasn't just that too. The movie fucked you up because I get that the Mandarin was later on brought in, right? But just
But
the
he
whole,
was funny. That guy was
no, he was funny. But the
in
whole
Shang-Chi.
concept of like the guy on fire, like I don't know, they did some weird shit with that one.
You said the Mandarin in Shang-Chi?
Well, the guy that played him, the Mandarin, was
Oh.
in Shang-Chi.
Oh, okay.
The crazy old man that was
Yeah.
seeing the
Yeah,
flying.
Yeah, you gotta be
actor.
careful when you talk like characters with Messiah. He'll be like, "What?"
I'm like, what? What?
Yeah, it'd be confusing.
I didn't
everything.
see him. Nah.
Oh my
Bro,
god! It was there half the
one.
movie.
I'm out of us four. I haven't seen most of the movies, and I just see Messiah like, "Yo, he's here. I'm like, bro, didn't you
Yeah.
see the movie? Like, I don't get it.
He don't
Keep
remember
it
the shit
going.
he
Who's
watches.
next? Favorite
I'll
and
go
least
next, I'll go
favorite.
next. My favorite, I like Infinity War. I like that one only because the reason why it's my favorite is when Thanos got all the stones, and I'm watching the theaters, and I was like, nah, he ain't gonna do it. Oh shit, he did it. Oh shit, and my double bacon cheeseburger is empty. Fuck. I was like, this dude just really killed everybody. Like he legit did it. And then the least favorite one is Iron Man 3. Really, it just, I don't know, it was something about it. Like I don't really critique movies like to the T, but this one particularly, it was a very slow start, and then the build up to the end took forever. And then by the time you get to the end, I'm like, okay, it was all that build up for what? The first one was really good. The second one I saw bits and pieces, but even still, the pieces I saw of Iron Man 2 was still good. I don't know, just something about the third one. I had to drag myself to watch it. Other than that, we straight.
I agree.
Yeah. So for me, my favorite is Shang-Chi.
Man, you're gonna
My
say it
favorite
right,
movie,
but
I
you're
don't even
gonna
I'm
know
gonna
the
say
name
it.
of.
Yeah, I just can't. I just keep forgetting that word. The name of the title.
Chi?
It used to be Black Panther. But when this movie came out, I was like, I gotta watch this shit over and over. My least favorite
As
is
of 20
actually,
minutes ago, this is my favorite movie.
yeah. Actually, 2 days
wait
ago.
another 20
2
minutes
days
when the
ago.
next one comes out. Yeah.
Yeah. My least favorite is actually Captain Marvel. I
That's
didn't
a
like
good
that
one.
movie.
That's a good one to pick.
I thought it was a filler to put the universe together, to put the whole Marvel universe together, just so when she makes an entrance at the end, when she appears out of nowhere, oh, I brought the whole gang with me. It made sense, right? But I was like, there was no need for that movie. And I get it, she probably had to be part of that universe, but I was like, that movie was whack. Like it didn't make
that movie. It felt
I can see that.
like you were mentioning, it felt rushed in the timeline.
Yeah.
I was getting my car service at I think it was like Tires Plus, and they had the movie on, and I was like, oh man, Captain Marvel. I haven't seen this one.
You just watching it bits and pieces and different like places.
Yeah. Like I wasn't really following it like that. So I was like, oh, Captain Marvel. I heard this is like the badass one. So whatever, I'm watching, and I was like, okay. So when we get into the superpower, all right. So we did an oil change in my car. So it's about an hour. I still got 1 more hour to go. All right. We get to the main part where there's the villain and all that. And I was like, okay, they just finished the tires. We still got no fight. All right. We got an hour and 45 in. Then we get to the ending where she gets her power. She's fucking shit up. And then they're like, yo, Phoenix, your car's ready. And I was like, bruh, what do you mean your car's ready? This movie's not done. You better finish this. Bruh. I just felt like if they waited a little bit longer or at timed it a little bit better, then when we go ahead to the end of Endgame, it would have made much more sense. Because you're right, in the last movie, Endgame of the Avengers series, I was like, okay, we just saw her, and then now she's here, and then now she disappears. And she goes, oh, you already have the Avengers in planet Earth, and the whole universe needs me. And I was like, yeah, but like, yo, we and Thanos, bro, he just fucked up half the world. Like, we need you here.
Yeah.
Not the world, half the
was,
universe,
like, my
motherfucker.
biggest
The
thing with that
universe,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was like, bro.
yeah. All right. So my favorite is a toss-up, man. It's a very, very hard decision because it's not my favorite, but there's one movie that always has to be shouted out. The first Avengers movies is always going to be like a place in my heart because that's where it all came together for the first time, right? But my two favorite movies, and I can't choose between them really because I love them both for different reasons, right? Number one is Civil War. That to me was a fucking masterpiece. And number one, because it introduced my little homeboy back here, Spider-Man. Okay. But what they did to bring the storyline and the characters together, it wasn't an Avengers movie, but everybody was there. And like, it was fucking epic. But then Thor Ragnarok, man, has to be one of the funniest and classic movies of all fucking time. Dude,
it does.
First of all, Tom Hiddleston as Loki is absolutely a fucking masterpiece, along with Chris Hemsworth as fucking Thor. And those
Perfect
two,
casting.
those banter going back and forth. But then just the little cut scenes, right? The little cut scenes where Thor goes and meets with Benjamin Cumberbatch or whatever, fucking Doctor Strange, right? And that whole
Benedict Cumberbatch.
that's it. Somebody cumber my bitch.
That's his real name.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah. That whole cutscene, dude, when he goes to the sanctum, right? And he meets with Doctor Strange. And like, there was really no reason to need Doctor Strange in the movie, but it was fucking hilarious. Okay. And then Jeff Goldblum, right? Being the collector, or not the collector, but the collector's brother, right? Like the characters, the way that Bruce Banner, like everything, dude. Yeah, the Hulk was fucking hilarious. Like, like the whole collection of that movie and the way they did it was a fucking masterpiece.
Well, it was like when he was about to fight the Hulk, he's like, "Wait, I know him."
Yeah. Oh my god.
That part was like,
even the Hulk coming out the hot tub, and Thor's like, yeah, could you put a towel on? And then when he's like, he lets Thor try to get out, but he knows Thor can't get out. And he's like, dude, this shit's fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah, that movie was done. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Throw the ball against the thing and it hits Thor. Shit. Knocks my headphones off. Oh my god. Or even when Bruce Banner's like, he goes, I forget what he said to Valkyrie, but he's like, oh, you want to know who I am? And he falls out the thing, but he doesn't turn into the Hulk. He bounces off the fucking Rainbow Bridge for a few minutes before he actually turns into the fucking Hulk. Dude, fucking epic.
Yeah,
fucking great. But Civil War was also such a great movie. The worst movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to date, by far, hands down, Incredible Hulk. By far. No contest.
Which Incredible Hulk?
There's only one Incredible Hulk.
No, they made more than one Incredible Hulk.
They made the Hulk that had nothing to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay, I see.
Then they
so
made
the one with
Hulk.
this guy, Edward Norton?
Yeah.
Edward.
The worst
great actor, but that movie was horrible. Yeah,
the worst Marvel movie in the Cinematic Universe. I agree with you guys, though. Second, after that, 100% was Iron Man 3. Like, I'm not disregarding that, but I could watch Iron Man 3 over
before watching that.
Yeah, before watching Incredible Hulk, man. It was just bad. It was bad.
Okay, so here's a question.
They don't even acknowledge that they made it. Let's just say that.
I know. I forgot all about it.
Here's a question
from it.
Here's a question. Favorite who's your favorite X-Men and least favorite? No, but wait, because I know what you're gonna say.
No, you don't.
I have a feeling I know what you're gonna say. Who's your favorite X-Men? Who's your least favorite X-Men? Who's your favorite Marvel? Sorry. Who's your favorite Marvel?
Yeah, don't talk about. We have a whole episode for X-Men coming up at some point. Don't.
I don't know. Least favorite Marvel, favorite Marvel, and then favorite DC and least favorite DC.
Okay, what are we starting with first? You put too much in this.
Listen, here's the real question. Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Okay, if you take, we'll keep it basic, right? If the Justice League battles the Avengers, who wins?
Ooh.
Who wins? That's it. Simple. Keep it simple. Who's winning?
If the Justice League battles the Avengers?
Yeah. And so we'll have to so obviously the Justice League, you got the core people, right? So you got Superman, you got Batman, you got Flash,
Wonder Woman.
You got Wonder Woman.